Hello everybody, and welcome back to Bendy in the Dark Revival. My name is Damon Thanatos, and to recap, last time we had a blue screen that cut the stream short, so we had to continue the next day, during the course of which we were in the process of trying to get past the keepers and do some backtracking to get some upgrades. We eventually made it to Wilson's abode, and today we'll be meeting with Wilson and doing our best to get the rest of those power-ups that we need. Now, there are a few collectibles I unfortunately will not have gotten this time around, and they are next to impossible to get my hands on now. So for the time being, we'll focus on what we need to do to progress. Now, I do need to bring up the video and chat. And chat is now live. Alright. So, like I said, last time we played, blue screen, in the middle of us trying to backtrack for power-ups / upgrades, and us eventually getting past the keepers and meeting with Wilson. So this time, it's all about seeing what Wilson wants down in that odd little laboratory he talked about. So, let's do it. Let's get past the nonsense. The only downside is, I really wish we could have had the gun. Alright, so we got the package you wanted us to collect. You poor dear. Right. This... Where is this gonna take me? I need to find out. Well, we're in. So... where? Ah, okay. It took us to Alice's gallery. Her shooting gallery. Not a fan of Alice. I don't think we want to be here anymore. Okay, we bludgeoned a few. And a few more. Nice. Let's just loot everybody. Now, where did that other corpse go? I lost a body, I think. Yeah, I lost a body. Oh well. And you... then loot your corpse. Nice. Okay. So there is nothing, absolutely nothing up there for me. But we did at least get a few items. Out of this. We do also have... yeah. Right. Pause a battery, so we can power this up. Beautiful. Because we need to use the powered wrench to take things down. Can I upgrade this yet? The answer is no. I still need... looks like 5 more batteries. And 3 more parts. Okay, that's fine. I'll eventually get the batteries. Oh, I can't use that. Oh no. Nope. I'm not going to use my powered up. Sandwich and some slugs. Okay, fine. Take your slugs. And I'll eat what this gives me. There we go. We're just gonna climb. And there's really no point in staying here because we don't need to be here. We need to go see, Wilson. Alright. Nice. So... yeah, that's the way we came from to get over here. So we have to go see Wilson in his laboratory. What's down here? Right. Right. The piano. I like your fish tank. No, I can't break the pot. Or vase. Sorry. Vase. Oh. Yeah, it's down to wherever Wilson is. I don't want to go down there, though. But I kind of have to. Okay, this leads into the tiny library, where we learned about the fish. This is our room, which we stay in while we're here. Oh, right. Mug and the Maiden. That's right. haunting music. It will haunt your every waking moment. Okay. So, we do actually have to go see Wilson in his, under-mansion lab. I don't think I'm looking forward to this. Okay, got our respawn point, which means this is going to be bad. Really, really bad. Easels? Wilson, what have you been doing? Yeah, that's not good. I can sit and stare into the colored lights. Pretty. Okay, we're done. Yes, there are flashing lights. And I completely forgot to add that to the description. I forgot to give you guys a flashing light warning. Oh boy. I mean, it's pretty. It's very pretty. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful little view. Oh, look, a colored door. Oh, Wilson, what have you done?
Audrey, you made it. Good. Come inside, my dear. We have much to discuss, but make sure you're ready. Where we're going, there will be no return until we've accomplished our mission.
Fair enough. Nothing to collect here. And nothing in here. Stingy! Whoever the fiend is that keeps leaving everything out of those is stingy beyond belief.
Thank you for coming all this way. The Ink Demon is a formidable foe. To truly destroy such a monster, he must be dethroned, humiliated. For months now, I've been working on something that will do exactly that. Cast out the demon, and put a new deity in his place. Stronger, more powerful, and controllable. Together, we just need to unleash our ultimate weapon. Come, let me show you my creation. Isn't he beautiful? Simple but elegant. A treasure. Powerful beyond anyone. The Ink Demon will fall, and we can have peace at last.
Neat.
It could work, but it sounds risky. How will we control him? We don't want to repeat Joey's mistake.
No, we don't. All of the factors must be perfect. The right design, the right science, and the right soul. At last your purpose is revealed, Audrey. This is
You're
why
kidding me, Wilson.
with your soul inside him, my creation will live forever.
Stay away from me. You're insane.
Come now, Audrey. Part of you knew this. Leave yourself behind and ascend.
I thought you said we needed to save your father. I thought you had a plan to send me home, to make everything right.
I lied. My father is beyond hope. Perhaps you know him. Nathan Arch, owner of Archgate, industrial genius, business tycoon. For years I've lived in his reaching shadow. He always had time for the grand creatives of the world, the doers, as he called them. He knew only the best, the biggest thinkers. How could his lowly son ever hope to compete with that? But now, thanks to you, I can. No need to struggle. My signal prevents you from using those devilish powers of yours. And more importantly, keeps the ink demon from getting in. It's time to die, Audrey, and live again as a god.
No, not this time.
Oh, Wilson, buddy. You kinda had this coming. And I can't hide. It makes me upset that I can't. Wait, what? Eat? Is that bacon soup? It's bacon soup. We save that because that is an important thing. I'm sorry. Is this a fake hot dog? Picked up a memory. Oh boy, what did we get? Hot dog. A delicious hot dog, plain with mustard. The perfect quick meal for a lazy Saturday. Actually, you're not wrong. I prefer my hot dogs with ketchup, little mustard, and some pickle relish. Oh, pickle relish on that. But it can't just be regular pickle relish. It can't be that dill stuff. It's got to be sweet relish. Now, the reason it's got to be sweet relish is because it balances out the bite of the ketchup and mustard. Alright, we're gonna save in slot 2. Just to be safe. No? Okay. Well, Wilson, this is kinda your own fault. And you kinda deserved it.
I decided to go for a walk this morning. Took a little stroll down to the park.
Ah,
Enjoyed
Nathan
the warm
Arch.
sun for a while. Found a quiet bench. Even grabbed a hot dog. It's been ages since I've done that. Tessa would kill me if she knew I've been off my diet. When I got back to the office, I stopped by the animation department and said hello to the troops. My gosh, they're getting younger every day. Either that or I'm just getting older. It all made me realize time is moving on. The hard struggles don't seem as dire as they used to. Life has other value. I think I'll go home early today. Maybe I'll even pick up a hot dog for Tessa.
That's a lot of soup, which means it's preparing me for a fight. A fight I really don't want to partake in. Oh boy. This is gonna be terrible, isn't it?
You were birthed from the darkest shadow. Or it's time to ask the question.
I mean, you're not wrong. It is time to ask. Who am I? Pull the lever! Oh, ship ahoy! Of course it requires a fully charged jet pipe. Turn that off. Oh jeez. Come on. Throw the hook. Throw your anchor. Come on. Throw it. Okay. Charge that. Ouch. Come on. There we go. died. Hey, Gray. Consumed. Death is only beginning. Yeah, not a fan of this fight. Okay, so maybe I have to use this to power up to stab it into him? I don't know. When he's like that. Okay, so I need to pay closer attention while I'm doing this. Anyway, how you doing, Gray? You doing good? Okay. Power that up. Ouch. That one hurt. Okay. Got it. Power that up. And nice. Yeah. This fight really does suck. Get away from me. Get away, Wilson. Oh no. No, 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 no. Ouch. Oh, come on! Yeah, this fight royally sucks. Because apparently I should be able to get up there, but I can't. I can't get up there. So I think I'm supposed to use the dodge to get around him. Look at that. That looks like a spot where I should be able to get up. Okay. Power this. Thank you. For the machine! power this. Really? You missed? Okay. Okay. As long as I'm paying attention to him, I can dodge that attack. Okay, so... Ouch. Yeah, that one hurts a little bit. Using the dodge is what I need to do. Okay. I think we're almost there. Ouch. Really? Nope. I was right, we were almost there. Oh, he took my legs. Hey, Ink Demon's on our side for a change. So, we gotta talk about the fact that we just lost our legs.
It's time. Your road is broken. Join the dark path. The daughter of truth, the power of a demon.
Oh boy. So, we gonna talk about this?
What's happening
Is this some kind of new
There's
power?
always a choice. I know you're in there. Deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation.
I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
The past doesn't define you, nor the present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. Life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family. His daughter. My daughter. And I love you so very much.
Be quiet and rich.
Remember who you are, Audrey. Remember.
Your words are waste. The failure of Joey Drew dies.
I know you're in there. You don't have to be this anymore. It's never too late. Just a pencil and a dream isn't enough. You have to have heart.
The future is sealed.
Not yet.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm starting over. This is the end.
Oh, yeah. This got good. The question is there more, or have we reached the end? Because that would really make me sad if we'd already reached the end. Oh, good. Love it! Oh, I can smash so much more than doors.
Just a pawn. Watching what you think you can define me. Arise, domain. Destroy this creature.
Eh. I don't have a health bar, so...
This is it!
You're not gonna stop me.
Snake monster!
spawn at any given time. Nice.
It shuts. You are snuck. There can be no victory.
You're wrong. Yeah, definitely keep moving. Ah, gotta love Alice.
Allison! Audrey, is that you in there? Come on, keep moving. We'll get you through. Tom, make us some trouble.
Oh yeah. Big fella. We fed the big guy, so now he's on our side.
Run! I got this. Just keep fighting.
I'm ready for you.
The ink demon rises! Surrender yourself to the Lord, the Dark Tunnel! It's time to believe!
Come on, let me through, let me through. Can't break it? Alright.
Do this. Keep fighting. Keep going. It'll be all right. Look, Audrey.
Killed enough so that we can get through the door.
Dead end. Now what?
Need some help?
Henry, you came.
Some battles are worth fighting for, even a million times. Come
Ah,
on.
yes,
I found a
Henry.
projector up ahead. Run for it.
This is mad. And the cycle will continue.
Well then,
No, it won't.
we'll just have to do better next time.
The end. So we didn't get all of the upgrades, but that's okay. We're definitely going to be playing through for achievements and trophies. Ah, studio starter. Hey, hey, hey. Studio Scrapper, too. And a butchered decision?
My father once told me that just
The
because
Master's
we're born
pen.
in darkness,
Jesus, I got a lot of
doesn't mean
trophies
we
in one
belong
go.
to it. We're always free to choose. And here, at the very beginning, there's a choice to make. My father's cartoon world was now mine. To rule, to watch over, and to protect. I can make the cycle more bearable for my friends inside. But as for me, I'm the first of my kind. Born of ink, but living in flesh. Joey's world is escaping into ours. So, what's next? Who can really say?
Yeah, Bendy. Alright. I didn't expect to finish this quickly. I'd have taken it a little slower if I had known. Now, I do love Bendy. He's an adorable little scamp. Kim Simmons as Wilson. Nice. So... Huh. I didn't realize I was pushing either. I was just going through the game as usual. It's a surprise. They did an amazing job, though. And I gotta say, Dark Revival, definitely an amazing second installment. I wasn't too fond of the first game because it was mostly a lot of just running. And I did get stuck on one part in the first game. It's when you're first escaping from the ink demon through that twisting hallway. He keeps catching me every time. So this was more of a, hey, I can fight back. This is awesome. Instead of only getting the gent pipe or the wrench, you know, once in a while. Alright, so, huh. What do I do now? Oh, absolutely. I'm not sure what to do now. I mean, I could go through and get the power-ups and trophies I'm still missing. In fact, that might be the plan. But at the same time... yeah, it's a tough choice. Do you play through again, get the stuff you missed? Or do you keep going and pick something else, you know? I did. I did look at the time cards, like you suggested, and it was Henry every time. It's from when he saved. Or rather, when you saved in the first game, every time. Exactly. And the fact that you meet Henry, eventually, was also really cool. Alright, so let's look at our archives here. Now, there was a box of crayons I missed during the part where you meet Joey Drew. Or the ghost of Joey Drew, anyway. And I didn't know it was there. So basically, it's when he takes you in to show you the little video. Alright, so the archives. There's Joey Drew, the memory. The man, the legend, the memory. Creating this version of Joey Drew was both an exciting and daunting process. It was clear from the start that this Joey would be different from the one from the original Bendy and the Ink Machine game. This was a man with all the guilt from a past life, but without the experience to fully understand it. The real Joey Drew made many mistakes, but ultimately learned from them. This doesn't absolve him of his sins, but at the end of his life, he was able to help correct some of them, and help fight the darkness he created. Then we have Betty, a faithful maid, among other things, to Wilson. Betty was an important character to the story of Dark Revival. As a failed experiment and someone relatively new to the cartoon studio, she was able to give a somewhat different point of view on the state of the world. We have purposely left it unclear if Betty was in on Wilson's plot to harvest Audrey, or if she is just a bystander. Behind her mask, there are still answers to be found. I like Betty as a person and a character. She's pretty amazing. Now, this is funny. Little Devil Darlin', Sent from Above, and Sheep Songs with Boris the Wolf. Now, I did not collect all of the Illusion of Living. I should have. So, Nathan Arch Sr. Nathan Arch was everything Joey Drew wasn't. He worked hard, built up from nothing, and never compromised his integrity. Joey had big dreams, but Nathan accomplished his own dreams. He and his wife Tessa raised a son with as much love and care as they could, despite Nathan's career pressures. Sadly, his son did not share Nathan's natural talent for business and enterprise. Audrey's donut. No, you can't have it. but but I want the donut. Gimme. Alright, here we have Wilson. Haunted by the impossible shadow of Nathan Arch, Wilson sought to achieve something that would make his father proud. By luck, he stumbled upon the ink machine and was able to become the cartoon world's new master. Holding the cycle in place, he continued his experiments that could not be fully realized until the ink demon was purged. However, unnaturally entering to and from the ink realm has taken a toll on Wilson's physical being, slowly robbing him of his health. Audrey. The unknowing daughter of an animation pioneer, Audrey has blocked out the memory of her past after losing her father. But his role in her life was not over. A talented animator and artist, her skills landed her a job at Archgate. Was it fate that led her to reunite with Joey Drew's machine, the machine of her birth, or was it planned? Now, I like that these are untouched, pristine. So I guess going through the archives is a good way to spend a little more time. Henry Stein. God, he looks tired. He just looks tired. The original Cycle Breaker, Henry Stein, is the ghost of a man who lost his purpose years ago. Once fueled with finding a way to escape the tortures of the ink demon and finding his way home to his wife, Henry is now left with the cold reality of being a recreation of the person he thought he was. Saved as a special surprise for fans of the Bendy and the Ink Machine game, Henry was strictly omitted from all public discussion of the character during the entire production, which spanned several years, but Henry returned with a very satisfying face reveal. I'll agree. But again, Henry, buddy, you look as tired as I feel. Allison. Returning from another victory over the Ink Demon, Allison is always the voice of reason, a beacon of hope. Allison's design was carefully upgraded from the previous Bendy and the Ink Machine game to maintain her personality, but with more fidelity. The purpose of meeting Allison so early in the campaign was to introduce the player to a familiar face after the main introduction. At the start, Allison was able to serve as the motivating force for Audrey until the true plot kicked in later. These are the Cycle Breakers. And we too are now a Cycle Breaker. Or rather, Audrey is. Tom. Tom is Allison's silent protector, and the only Boris clone involved in the main story. Whereas Boris the Wolf, rumor has it that during the events of the game, Boris is experiencing a dark survival story of his own. Ooh! Oh, come on, guys. Please. Give us a Boris the Wolf playthrough. Please. I would love to play as Boris the Wolf and try to survive. Artist rests. Or artist rest. Comforts for the overachiever. Bendy. Bendy, the iconic imp, was redesigned for the Dark Revival to stand out a bit from his traditional cartoon, sorry. It's hard to read that. Cartoon appearance by giving him a suit of clothes. He posed some minor challenges, specifically creating a face that sported the classic Bendy eerie smile, but still managed to be heartwarming in the right conditions. He is a fan favorite, so his envisioned Bendy, oh, Jesus, I skipped a line entirely. Yikes. So his design had to be just right. During production, we originally envisioned Bendy to talk with a series of cute squeaks, to contrast the dark, low voice of the Ink Demon. but this turned out to be very distracting and the idea was scrapped pretty early on. Yeah, having Bendy try to talk in a high squeaky voice really would have taken away from the actual game. It really would have. Alright, so the Ink Demon. As the world of the Dark Revival became more complex and established, we realized the Ink Demon's design needed a complete rethink to match our new tone. Previous versions of his appearance looked absolutely silly when placed in the world alongside the other characters. No amount of creepy music or screen effects could conceal how out of place he looked. The Ink Demon needed to look different than everything else in the world and show a natural progression of the Ink Demon's evolution as Wilson held the cycle in place. Beast Bendy. Returning to the climax of Dark Revival, Beast Bendy also was revisited with the mindset of making him far more powerful and beast-like. Traditionally, in most horror games, they tend to build to a point where the main villain becomes a final form monster as a final boss. It's practically a trope. Our idea: what if you got to play as that final form instead? It's a good idea. And it really was satisfying smashing through all those doors. The Ink Machine. Designed by Thomas Connor of the Gent Corporation, stolen by Joey Drew, retrieved by Archgate, and once again reclaimed by Gent, the Ink Machine's next adventure is a mystery. Alright, Wilson, cartoon. Wilson was a difficult character to balance. At first, the players are purposely led to believe he is a one-note character, obviously evil with an over-the-top villain personality. But as the story progresses, we see other sides of the character and the player becomes muddled with who this man really is. In one draft, Wilson was written as a servant of Nathan Arch Jr., a separate character at the time, but the story made far more sense when the two characters became one, eliminating a lot of needless narrative complexity. Audrey, cartoon. Audrey is a kind-hearted rogue with courage, determination, some flaws, and a deep, dark past. To make our story work, we needed a newcomer to the cartoon studio world, and Audrey was the perfect fresh eyes to help the experience. I think that's supposed to be to help to experience the adventure. From day one of production, we knew that if people didn't connect with Audrey by the end of the game itself wouldn't be successful. Fortunately, she turned out to be quite memorable indeed, and stands out from the other members of the cast. Alright. Over here. Oh, wait. That's an empty pedestal. Leading to a window, okay? Alright, so the Keepers. Wilson's deadly guards and scientists. They aren't perfect, but the Keepers will get the job done, no matter the cost. They are responsible for pressing the Ink Demon inside a smaller form, keeping his power sealed away, until Audrey came along and unknowingly changed the situation. The Keepers were visually designed to reflect the dangers and evils of the Ink Machine itself. Faceless beings made of gears and wires, with no sense of morality, ordered around like cattle. A creation living without purpose. The Butcher Gang. Barley, Charlie, and Edgar, the three original members of the Butcher Gang, were formed from the Ink Machine, deconstructed by Alice Angel for body parts, and bound together to stay alive, and bond together to stay alive with sneak attacks on their prey. In Dark Revival, we meet an artificial fourth member of the gang, Carly, the Ghost Girl. Although, when you begin to examine her closely, Carly appears to only be a shell, with perhaps someone inside. So this is what she was supposed to look like. Oh, the eyes follow you. The eyes actually follow you. As a concept, it's adorable. As a character, she's absolutely horrifying, and I regret ever opening that box. These guys were just annoying. You are a pain. And did I ever run into this guy? I don't think I ever ran into him. Yeah, no, I never ran into him. Huh. Well, here we have Sammy Lawrence. The famous music composer of the studio, Sammy Lawrence originally had a slightly larger role in the story of Dark Revival, but in a story already filled with so many characters, making them all play a meaningful part became a challenge. He was ultimately sidelined in favor of telling a more coherent storyline. Although it is interesting to note that Sammy Lawrence appeared to have mastered the flow ability in Bendy and the Ink Machine long before Porter and Audrey could wield it. Okay. Interesting. Ah, yes, the original Alice. Alice Angel. The self-appointed queen of the studio, Alice Angel is one of the most memorable faces in the Bendy world. Forever lost in a tide of insanity, she is an absolute delight to write for as a character. An angel with many layers, time will only tell if this inky temptress will ever reappear. Angel or grotesque demon? You decide. Amok. Lord Amok. Ruler of the sewer cult. Ruler of a sewer cult, Lord Amok illustrates how the world of the Ink had continued to develop into different societies deep within the darkest places. Though he was weak in a fight, his name will simply never die. Alright. Oh yes, the terrible, terrible spider, King Widow. Ink widows have begun to infest where the light grows darkest. Their king, the biggest and most feared, will only emerge from his nest when its young are threatened. Ah yes, Ship Ahoy Dudley. The demented invention of Wilson, created to serve the dual purpose of dethroning the Ink Demon in the cartoon world and also upstaging Joey Drew in the eyes of Wilson's father, Nathan Arch. Neither of these happened. Ship Ahoy Dudley is a mysterious sailor with his own eerie grin, similar to that of Bendy. Along with his sidekick, Crackle the Crab, it is unknown just what kind of cartoon adventures they would have had together. I mean, he looks cute in this, but holy hell, that's a transformation. A horrifying one. And the Lurker, our favorite big boy. The Lurker, or Steve as he came to be known, was originally created as a brute-type enemy that would free roam the way Lost Ones do. Okay. But ultimately felt unnecessary as the random Ink Demon encounters already fulfilled the role of putting the player on edge while exploring previous traversed locations. In the end, the Lurker found a much better calling as an unlikely ally, effectively expanding him into more than just a typical enemy. And yeah, him becoming an ally was a good call. And I believe that's everything in here. Oh, wait, no, there's a couple more. Alright, so we've got Porter. As the cycle was held in place, and with the influence of the ink demon held at bay, the cartoon world was able to grow and advance, creating such characters as Porter, a lost one who came to claim a new identity as an explorer. Porter was written with the knowledge that Dark Revival would feature a far more serious tone than the first game of Bendy and the Ink Machine, and his lighthearted innocence would help the player feel some warmth in this inky world of sorrow. Heidi. It is believed that Heidi has spent some time in the Pit, a prison set up by Wilson and the Keepers. It is unclear why, but most likely she was able to access places she shouldn't have. The experience in the Pit changed her, as it does many, reverting her into a childlike state, longing for happiness again. Oh, sweetie, I feel so sorry for you. Yeah, she shouldn't have had to go through that. Not even remotely. So, I guess that's it. Oh, I stepped in the ink. That's why. Yeah, that's everything here. Well. Ah, exit. There we go. Well, with that, as I'm not sure where to go from here, I'll figure out a list of the things I need to do for the game, and until that time, Dark Revival will be shelved. So we'll be having a different stream on Thursday. Gray, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it, man. And to everyone else who watches this later, stay classy, my friends.